everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rynsey, and thank you for finding this video today, where we're going to be doing just some classic hand sounds. Nothing crazy, nothing too fast and aggressive. We'll call these moderate hand sounds. Moderately aggressive hand sounds. And we have the microphone in stereo mode today, so it's only coming towards me. We'll see what that audio dynamic sounds like. And let's just jump in and get started. In one of my previous videos this week, I talked about how I was about to do some work on the exterior of my house, drilling away some bricks to install an exterior light, and it did not go well. I drilled away the bricks just fine. The wiring wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Well, the conduit with the wiring was going to go into that was already behind the wall wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and it is going to require a real electrician. Now, I had a real electrician, a retired electrician with me, helping to guide me through it, but it was a little bit too much for me, and I'd rather not burn my house down. So I guess I'm gonna have to get an electrician to come and take a look at this. Which sucks because I didn't want to spend money on that right now. But maybe when they come to wire our kitchen remodel, we can also have him wire this light. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I can pay him under the table or something. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day or a good night. I hope that if you're about to fall asleep, that tomorrow is awesome for you. And I hope you crush it. What's new for anybody who is new or just doesn't know? I'm from Maryland, and the baseball season is coming to an end, and my Baltimore Orioles are in contention for a playoff spot. We are outside in the wild card race looking in, and if the Orioles make the playoffs, you are going to hear it from me every second, every day. Not necessarily in these videos, I mean just in general, people that come around me, you're going to hear about it. It's funny, usually I'm so used to the Baltimore Orioles being a bad team, and I'm so used to when football season starts and the Ravens take over, baseball is second fiddle. It's on the back burner, but the Ravens play on Sunday, and honestly, I'm more excited to watch the Orioles game than the NFL football game. National Football League. Oh, that hurt. The National Football League, Baltimore Ravens were playing the New York Jets. I don't know if any of y'all care about sports. You probably don't. I'm just whispering just to whisper and help soothe your body, soothe you down, help you fall asleep, help you relax. And you don't even really have to listen to what I'm whispering to, because honestly, I'm rambling, and I'm actually just rambling on right now. I should probably stop and take a breath and let my hands do the talking, collect my thoughts a little bit. So close to 5K friends who have subscribed to the channel. We're getting there, guys. By the time this video posts, it's possible we could be there already, but I'm not really sure. You know, you can have up days and you can have down days with subscribers and views and watch time and impression click-through rate, all YouTube metrics. But as long as you're trending up like a stock market, it means you're doing well. And I think 5,000 channel subscriptions in 1 year is pretty damn good, and I don't know if I wasn't expecting to be this far along already, but I'm really glad that we've gotten here together. And I know, I say this all the time, and I don't want it to sound insincere, or like I don't really mean it, or like I'm just saying this, just to say it, to, I don't know, be sympathy or something like that, get your sympathy. But I am so thankful, because if I didn't have these amazing comments and all these amazing OG fans and friends of the channel giving me comments all the time and liking the videos and watching the videos, I probably wouldn't still be doing this. I would have moved on to something else to occupy my time. But this has really become just a fun thing to do. Like, when I can sit down and record, I look forward to it. The night before, I kind of brainstorm things I'm going to do a little bit and brainstorm the title of the video, even though my titles have been kind of lackluster. I don't want to seem too clickbaity, even though I can be a little bit clickbaity sometimes. It is what it is. But anyway, I digress. All I want to say is thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, everyone, all of the friends of Rynsey ASMR. Thank you. What are your plans for the weekend coming up? It's early on a Saturday here on the East Coast, United States. What are your plans? What are you going to accomplish? What are you going to sleep well tonight thinking about? You know, whenever I can actually accomplish something, I fall asleep that night and I just feel better about myself, you know? I just feel better because I did something positive in the world, and I don't know. It's how I am, I guess. Like, the whole reason I do what I do for a living, physical therapist assistant, is because I want to help people. I specifically work with the geriatric population because I really enjoy giving back to them, and I always learn something. You know, my patients are very wise. They've been on this earth a lot longer than me, and they have a lot of experience and thoughts, and I always learn something new. Always surprised, and they're really funny sometimes too. But anyway, I got out of sales because I wanted to, not knowing what I wanted to do, I quit my job because I wanted to make a difference in the world, and standing at a desk selling things wasn't making a difference in the world. I went back to school at 30, graduated at 35, and have been working as a physical therapist assistant since, and I love it. And if anybody is looking for a career change or thinking about a career change or going into college for something, think about physical therapy, whether an assistant like myself or a doctor of PT, DPT is what they call it. So you can be an evaluating therapist. They make more money, but it's a lot more school, a lot more cost of school, and a lot more paperwork at the job. For me, assistant is great. I make a very comfortable living. It's just a ramble with hand sounds. And I hope that's okay for you. If not, there are almost 200 videos on this channel already that you could check out. Or check out another ASM artist channel. It's okay. You know, I watch many ASM artists, and I don't expect to be the only ASM artist you watch. I don't expect everyone to leave a comment on every video, even though I'm very thankful when you do. I love it. You know, I don't expect donations. I don't expect things from Patreon. I don't expect you to click the affiliate links in my description. But when you do, I really appreciate it. And by the time this video goes, I might finally have an account set up through Throne, which is a service that you can like gift things to a creator to make their content better, which is weird for me to even talk about because I'm not going to ask any of you for that. I might inform you that I have it like I am now, but I'll never ask you to give me money, or I'll never beg for you to donate things or buy me things. It's just freaking weird, and when people do that in their videos, it makes me cringe. Seriously. But I'm very appreciative when I get a super chat donation or a Patreon signs up. I love it. Thank you very much. And when I do get those super chats from the YouTube channel, like you can click on the thanks button and get a super chat, the YouTube Studio app, at least for me, it doesn't tell me that a donation is attached to it. So if I ever miss it, I'm really, really, really sorry. If you comment on there, you know, put something in there that tells me so I can give you the thanks and credit and love that you deserve. Yes, it's just, the YouTube Studio app is great, but it is lacking in some things. That's my stomach growling. I am starving. It is almost 2 o'clock on a Saturday, and I haven't eaten anything yet. I probably should go eat something soon. Oh, hold on. I didn't change the focus on my camera. There we go. Sorry if that was like being weird in the background. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I have to secure the focus with the front-facing camera. That shouldn't be a problem soon, probably starting with the next video, because the iPhone 14 Pro Max should be arriving soon, and I am super excited because I got the next step up in memory so I can store more videos and record more videos without having to keep erasing stuff all the time. It has a much better rear camera, which is 48 megapixels. It has a much better front-facing camera, which I am personally very excited about, because it has a autofocus, which is much better than this one, and it can really focus on me and these hands. Like, if I do this kind of stuff, it'll focus on the hands and then back to me, but it'll keep the background a little out of focus to really deliver a visual aspect to these ASMR videos. Anyway, I'm excited. I got the deep purple one, which is awesome. You might be thinking, deep purple, ooh. Well, number one, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and they have a beautiful color purple for their team color. Two, it's not that purple. It's almost more of a gray or a muted, like purplish pewter color from the real photos and videos that I've seen. Plus, I really didn't want gold, white, or black. I've been through all of those roads before, and I like the ones with some color. Like this iPhone 12 is the blue color that they had, and I love it. I'm actually kind of bummed that the 13 got this like green color that looks really good. I've always wanted a green phone, but they didn't do it for the 14, and we are getting the good stuff. Anyway, enough tech talk. Just know that I'm really excited to get this iPhone 14, and I'm almost more excited for the iPhone 14 box, because I know you guys love my phone box tapping, and we're going to do a 12 versus 14 box tapping battle. Super excited. Excuse me. tell me that my whispering is very soothing and relaxing, and thank you very much for those compliments. It means I'm doing something right. But I want to elaborate a little bit. So I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and a lot of people don't know that Baltimore has an accent. Now mine is very subtle, but I feel like it adds a real deep aspect to my whispering. So what the Baltimore accent is, it's very like long, the letter O, it's like long O's. So, for example, the word phone. A lot of Baltimoreans say phone, like pick up the phone, things like that. Now mine is subtle, phone, but I definitely hear it. Especially when I lived in San Diego for a year, people always been like, you drill out your O's, and it made me realize that I actually do have a small, subtle Baltimore accent. You know, here in Baltimore, we love the O's, we love the Ravens Hun, we love drinking Natty Boh, you know, words like that. Go home and pick up your phone, go get a glass of water, things like that. You know, some people hate the Baltimore accent, and it's mostly people who are from Baltimore. I'll be honest, I used to hate the fact that I sometimes slipped into a Baltimore accent, but now I love it. It's who I am. You know, we love our O's, and our O's are going to go to the playoffs. What else? Go down the ocean on the East Coast. We have Ocean City, which is, you know, on the Atlantic Ocean. It sounds really nice, Ocean City. It's just a giant trashy tourist trap. I haven't been there in years, and I don't ever really want to go back. But a classic line, a classic Baltimore line when summer is approaching is, "When you going down the ocean, hun? When you going down the ocean, hun? Down the ocean." It's a thing. That is a heavy accent. If you ever on HBO Max, there's a show based in Baltimore called, did you hear that? There's a show called We Own the City, which has John Berthal in it, and it's based in Baltimore about our corrupt police system, which is better, but is still, in my opinion, corrupt. Anyway, not getting into politics. That show, full of thick, 2 C's thick Baltimore accent. John Berthal lays it on heavy. It's almost too heavy. It's almost unrealistic. But if you want to learn something about what the Baltimore accent is, or if you want to learn about landscapes and what Baltimore is, you should watch that show. Plus, it was really good, and it's based on a true story. Also, if you've ever watched The Wire, you may have heard some of the Baltimore accent in that as well. Also a great show. You should watch The Wire. That's usually when I meet people who are outside, who don't live in Maryland, or who don't live in Baltimore. And I tell them that I was born in Baltimore. They're like, "Oh, The Wire. Do you know The Wire? Have you ever seen any places that are from The Wire?" And the answer is yes to all of them. Anyway, let's get lost in some hand sounds. posted 3 new videos, not counting shorts. I had recorded an end of summer garden tour, and the audio quality just was not good. It didn't sound good at all. I tried to fix it, but it wasn't at the standard that I hold myself to. Sorry about that. It just kind of showed off how what is going to continue growing through the fall and some of them into the winter, like kale. And it showed the plants that I'm getting ready to pull up. We harvested a few tomatoes in it too, and Sheba was running around the yard and barking in the background. So we aren't posting that, unfortunately. It just didn't turn out. You wouldn't want to watch that anyway. Maybe we'll do one before I tear everything up for the end of fall and winter. We'll see what happens. I had a thought in my head, and that was me just trying to remember what it was. It flew out of my head as quickly as it entered. I don't know. I can't remember what I was just thinking about. I'm sorry. Sorry, my beard is kind of crazy. My mustache is a little too long. I kind of want to get one more beard scratching video in before we call it a wrap, and I trim it a little bit. I might record that after this one. We'll see what happens. It's getting a little too shaggy, especially the mustache. I'm getting so gray in the beard. Just 3 years ago, it was almost completely deep red. I don't know. I guess the stress from working through COVID, it kinda turned me a little gray. Or maybe it's just natural. I don't know. Anyway, this is gonna wrap up this hand sound ramble. Sorry if this video wasn't your cup of tea. It was just kind of off the cuff, me just talking about things that were popping into my head. And even if it wasn't topics that you find enjoyable, I hope you found some relaxation in my voice. Everyone, I want you to have a good night, okay? Make sure you sleep really well.